Now take a walk with me here because either I'm crazy or there was actually a mutant presence in season 1 of Daredevil Born Again. So I'm way too excited about season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, so I've been rewatching season 1. Because if you remember, by the end of season 1, Daniel Blake here had gotten really close to Wilson Fisk. And I know a lot of you think he could be the Rose or the son of Fisk, but it never sat right with me how eager Daniel Blake was to help Wilson Fisk with his campaign, now particularly against vigilantes. Now we also need to address how the MCU as a whole has been taking on the vibes of like Captain America Civil War with Steve Rogers against Tony Stark. This universe is sick of being destroyed at the hands of the heroes trying to save the world. Now they are cracking down on anyone with powers, and that is something that is incredibly familiar to none other than the X-Men. Taking a look back at season 1 of Daredevil Born Again, there was something missing about Muse's character. Aside from the fact that he died way too quickly, in the comics he's not going after regular civilians, he's going after Inhumans. Now what if instead of Inhumans like the comics, in the show it was happening to mutants? Now if you remember last year, season 1 went through a lot of rewriting and reshoots. And at one point there was rumors that this season was actually going to be set in another universe. Now while it is in fact in the main universe of the MCU 616, I've never been able to shake the feeling that the whole first shot that we see Kingpin in is him, the eating first. And as we know from Into the Spider-Verse, the first thing you need to do when you travel, actually that was not in the Spider-Verse, that was Multiverse of Madness from America Chavez. She said that the first thing you need to do when traveling is eat. The first time we see Wilson Fisk, he is eating, and we get that weird like upside down reverse up shot, and that's just really giving transferring into another universe. And I mean, he wouldn't be the first Wilson Fisk to do that. We also know that the Into the Spider-Verse Wilson Fisk has been desperately trying to get to other universes in order to find his son, which coincidentally Daniel Blake looks a lot like the pictures of Wilson Fisk's son Into the Spider-Verse movies. So to me, why was Daniel Blake so eager to help Wilson Fisk against vigilantes? Because he himself is against most people with powers, because I still do in fact believe that Daniel Blake is Muse or connected to Muse. Because as I was rewatching that episode of Daredevil Born Again where Muse dies, there was something particularly artistic about that overhead shot of Muse's body with the blood all over that canvas. I'm willing to bet that Bastion Cooper was another mutant, somebody else with some sort of powers that was used as a decoy playing as Muse in order to kind of take the heat for everything, but then ended up being another artwork for the real Muse. Because what still keeps me up at night is that final shot of Daniel Blake getting at all of those like board trustee members and everything once they're like really in power of all that shit, where he did the suspenders. That keeps me up at night. But it's been a long year, you guys, and March is fast approaching, so I can't wait to see if I'm right or if I'm insane. So follow me for all your Marvel shit. I love you guys. Bye.